What's going on, guys? Pegasus and the Wise Guys. Come in, close the door, have a seat. Good to see you. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I really had to take my time, get all the cards. Really theory. I don't like dropping videos and decks without adequate testing, or at least it seeing some kind of locals somewhere on our team, somewhere around the world. Without further ado, we're going to get into it. Kozmo, Yubel, really kind of cool. It's really just revolving around Nightmare Pain. Without further ado, we're going to get straight into it. Love and Defender, the Yubel archetype, really a lot of fun. It's really not quite what it could be, but it's still good enough to at least get you a regional top. You guys saw Panda do that. And it's really good at a local scene, and it's really about to get even dumber. Without further ado, we're going to just jump straight into it with this profile because it's a little bit of a fun version of Kozmo, and it definitely does help a little bit, which is why I wanted to talk about it. Because of the ability to blow up dark monsters inside of your hand, I really am playing all of these, and we will kind of talk about it as we get there. I was trying to grab Nightmare Pain right now. So just in case you don't quite remember what Nightmare Pain does, during the main phase, you can destroy one dark monster in your hand or face up on the field, and if you do, add one Yubel or one card that mentions it. So basically, off of these, you're getting to some kind of line of play where you basically get into Dark Lady. Now, it's not quite what you want if you blow up like a Dark Eclipser. It's just kind of weird because you'll just be able to add one of these. But most of the time, that can still get you somewhere, or at least be ash bait before you do anything else. And then you get to add the Yubel monster anyway. If you do, in fact, blow up a Dark Destroyer with the Nightmare Pain, then basically you're getting to drop straight into a Dark Lady before you even normal summon. So basically the line of play, you guys don't need to see a combo video, is activate Nightmare Pain. Nightmare Pain, if in case you don't open up Yubel, blow up a Dark Destroyer to float. If it makes it through, as you banish it, you get to special summon out the Dark Lady. And again, like I said before, normal summon Samsara is then protected. It's cute, it's cool, but it's what this version can do. So that's why I wanted to show that before I continued on talking. Nightmare Pain really has a lot of versatility inside of itself. It's really strong in the pure version of itself. I feel like the pure version, I feel like I need to go pick up multiple Yubels. I thought I was only going to need one. I feel like I might need more. With that being said, with the rest of the spaceships after the Dark Destroyers and the Eclipser, I'm playing a Slip Rider, I'm playing a Farm Girl, and I'm playing a Straw Man. And the last one I'm playing is a Sword Trooper. And I wanted to point out, again, if you Nightmare Pain a Dark Lady, which is possible because it says, again, destroying a dark monster, then basically you get to pull it right back on the field. So it's almost like you're getting to the Dark Lady anyway. Something cute, something cool. Don't know how great that is, but it's definitely a lot of fun. And I've been having a lot of fun in some of our testing circles before I got back to the meta decks that I was playing. I did want to point out that this came up to be a little bit bricky. I have a lot of the text that I've been messing around with right here. The Forerunner, it's a light, unfort psychic processor. Obviously, it's still really strong. You probably find a space in there. Nadir Servant, I will be pointing out a card in my extra deck that I can't actually make in this extra deck, but it's going to be so relevant to when I play Yubel later this week and in multiple other events that I wanted to point this out because it is really fantastic. And it helps you play around Valor and Imperm, so I wanted to point out that package. Offering to the Doom, the old school card that Kozmo used to use to push through stuff. It really can be kind of clutch inside of this version of the deck because you can either run your Yubels into a monster and then destroy that monster that may be on the field that you couldn't deal with and then land the Kozmo on them. Or you can blow your own spaceships up. As you can remember, it can destroy anything, but you're skipping your draw phase. That's awful, but I really love this artwork. It's one of my favorite artworks in the game, and I love showing off Lost Arts when I have them. And then obviously I'm playing some other cards in here, and I'm not playing this package, but you have to have them if you're planning on playing anything Yubel related. You maybe can fit one Dark Beckoning Beast. And obviously you got Pot of Prosperity if you don't want to play the Allures that I'm playing. As we go through the list a little bit quicker than this, that's all pretty much of the Kozmo stuff as far as monsters are concerned. Triple Samsara D Lotus. I feel like one of these, definitely you probably want to make them into a Dark Beckoning Beast, but I feel like the one-for-one access that you have, I'm not playing Tin Can in this version, but if you want to play Piri Ray's map, then you can add a Tin Can or there's some interesting plays in here, but I didn't want to keep opening up non-dark, non-engine, which would be really weird. But you definitely have to play Samsara D Lotus. And obviously, hope for you the 1-for-1 along with the Kozmo stuff. That would just be really, really clutch. The Yubel monsters, again, I'm feeling like while this is a brick right now, I'm still playing it. I'm also playing a tech that will also be in my pure version that has been doing really, really well for me, especially in the pure version, but it's also in the side of this version. Terry Incarnate. So either you're blowing something up, you're ringing destruction in people, or you're just flat out running into people with nightmare pain on the field. And you have your stuff protected. So like just in case like a farm girl's on the field is protected, can't really die. They have to like go after the Yubel. They can't go after the farm girl. Interesting. And you can just drop a spaceship on them. That definitely came up in testing a lot. They're pretty much self-explanatory. Again, talk too long about the Yubel monsters. They've been irrelevant for a long time, and now they're really, really relevant. Spirit of Yubel, again, more protection and dropping out of your hand. And just being able to blow this up. In case you still don't open the Kozmos, you just still have something to blow up, obviously. So I still feel like you played 3. Maybe you played 2 when you start mixing Yubel with other stuff, but I don't know. This has been working very, very well for me, so I haven't had any complaints on that. Allure, again, this could be Prosperity, and probably Prosperity is more correct. But you know, there is a Kozmo Town, there's a copy Kozmo Town in this deck, and all your stuff, whether it's Kozmo, whether it's Yubel, is dark. So, you know, have fun with that. And I'm playing another card where, you know, I just like drawing more cards and more cards. But Allure is obviously not as good as Pot of Prosperity, but who knows, it may get hit on the list. Triple Nightmare Pain, we already talked about it. Again, your Yubel lines, you're blowing up a spaceship and then getting your Yubel lines, the whatever is in the graveyard that you could float into, the Dark Lady protects over. You got a lot of different versatile things that you could do. So that's pretty much that. The triple E-Telly, obviously for the more push after, in case you don't have something, then you have even more push to follow up. And hopefully, you know, in the game, I feel like maybe that you're going to end the game pretty successfully whenever you want to with this deck. And just, you know, the Dark Lady's so strong that most of the time you might not need much past that, but in case you do, there's the E-Telly. And in case you need something past that, you obviously have the Super Polys that the deck revolves around. Didn't play Starving Venom in this one because I feel like every time that I had the Super Poly in the position that I wanted it, I just Yubel'd them anyway or burned them for game anyway. Like literally Loving Defender comes up for game a lot. So just it's kind of interesting to see what targets that you need, and there's so much space in this one. You can kind of mess around with it, add Ignister stuff, whatever you want to mess around with. I'm playing Talents because I noticed every time interacting with this random concoction of cards that people were activating effects. You're like, what the hell is going on? Okay, I gotta stop this. Okay, you don't? Okay, well, the Dark Lady's gonna block whatever, and I get to set up whatever I want anyway. If I hit Talents and I hit an Allure, then I'm gonna cycle through pretty much everything that you've seen. So it's really, really cool. And I felt like I didn't want this and Thrust in the main. So Thrust isn't in the main, but it's still really, really strong. Another card that's very strong, especially in this version of the deck, because it allows you to unlock another part of the engine, as does the Reasoning. That was my Reasoning. Get it? Ha ha ha. And then one Kozmo Town. This is weird. I wanted a Kozmo Town. The end. Called by the Grave, because Ash, you will get ashed. If they see that play where you drop in the Dark Lady line, they're going to ash you, or they're just going to ash you blind anyway. Okay, Called by the Grave, or the Talents that you already saw. And then the traps, triple Imperm, Cosmojo, and Eternal Favorite. I think you only need one. Same theory on them. And then Imperm is just the best hand trap right now, you know, as far as not getting cracked in the head with Talents, which happens a lot. Getting into the side. Thrust, I like it a lot. Double Red Geki, I really like them a lot. You need the pressure, you need it randomly, you need it quick. Dark monsters that you can blow up furthermore or just use. Triple Ash Blossom, because, you know, there's too many of these good rogue decks and good decks that just lose hard Ash. Gotta have it somewhere. Triple Skill Drain, because, you know, Yubel, we'll be covering this in the Yubel stuff later on this week, but Yubel, with Skill Drain behind it, is extremely powerful, especially Nightmare Fane is on the field. So it is what it is. And then last but not least, triple Cosmic Cyclone and Harpy's Feather Duster. As far as the extra deck, you have triple Loving Defender. Obviously, the burn is really, really important. Your super poly targets. And in the random extra deck, look out for this later on in the week. I have a lot to talk about with this because the Dogmatica package can use this so successfully, even if you're not getting to open it. And then some other extra deck stuff, guys. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Pegasus out. Let me know what you think down in the comments.